Greetings and welcome to you. If you are the year of the rooster, this is your reading. Hi, I am Shushana, and we're going to be using our medicine cards. I do not use tarot, I do not channel, and I do not accept downloads. I am a scanner and diagnostics provider. We're going to be doing a fire pit Inipi spread. That is going to give us 3 cards. The first card is going to be what is out of balance. The second card is going to be what needs action. And the third card is going to be what the Sweat Lodge is reminding you that you have as a tool to sustain this alignment. I'm so excited for your reading. You are one of my favorite readings to do. So there's the snake, rooster, dragon, ox, sometimes tiger. Those are all my favorite ones to do a reading for because I don't know why. Because of your power. It's like your power. I can't get these cards. I'm stuck. Ouch. Roosters, are you sad? I can feel your sadness. Give me a second. Roosters. Who is a rooster? 1945, 1957, 1969, 1981, 1993, 2005, and 2017 would make you a rooster. I just feel like I need to breathe before I do your reading. I feel like there's a lot that is very overwhelming and it's very fast. So give me 1 second. So I had to pause it for a second, and I might even have to pause it again because I feel your ancestors heavily. And whenever I feel like people's ancestors, I can't speak for a couple minutes. So I get extremely emotional, and I don't want to make any mistakes with what I say because I have so much respect towards ancestors in general of every and all cultures. So just give me a couple seconds. I'm sorry. Roosters, here, have some cedar. I haven't given cedar to anyone like this, but we have to do the cedar, okay? If you want to work with cedar, I highly recommend the round one. There's different types, but the round one is the one that's going to do what you need it to do. I am trying to figure out where to start, okay? So I'm just going to go ahead and start with your Inipi spread. The fire pit Inipi spread is going to give us what is out of balance, what action needs to be taken, and what tool is being given to you to sustain the alignment. I just want to start talking to you, but I have to do the spread first. So far, I've done You're my sixth reading, and your energy, the energy of your ancestors is blowing me away. All right. So, the amount of love that your ancestors have for you is immense. But you know what is also immense? You know what is also massive? Their concern for you. Roosters, you are having a hard time with self-destructive habits, self-destructive patterns, addictions. Finally, I can talk to you. The amount of love that you have, that your ancestors and your positive guardian team has for you is supernatural. So many accidents were trying to happen, so many collisions were trying to happen, so much mishaps and tragedies and catastrophes were headed your way, and your ancestors and your positive guardians, archangels, whatever you work with, stopped it. For those of you who think that archangels are negative, let me tell you a story. I was going to get hit by a car not too long ago, and Archangel Michael saved me just in time so that I didn't get killed by a car. Okay, so don't go around judging Archangel Michael's. Archangel Michael's. Okay. The amount of protection that you have around you. I'm gonna have to get water. I'm like, I ran out of water. I'm gonna have to get water. I keep pausing your video and you're probably like, are you freaking kidding me? All right. Check this out. There's a protection that you don't get if you don't deserve it. Okay? And you're getting it. Let me use myself as an example. I'm a recovering alcoholic. I don't drink. I'm recovering. And when I did drink years ago, it would cause my shield to disappear and I would not be protected. So things would happen to me that wouldn't happen if I wasn't drinking. Everyone is different. That's just my dynamic with heaven. Heaven is like, I'm going to shield you. I'm going to guard you and protect you. Stay the F away from alcohol. And I will shield you. You, however, have been protected even though you drink. You've been protected even though you're using drugs. You've been protected even though you're speeding. You have gotten protection that you are no longer deserving of. And your ancestors are very concerned for you because they love you so much. They've been giving you protection you didn't deserve, but now it's coming to the point where they cannot do that anymore, because if they do that, it's enabling you to continue your self-destructive habits, your self-destructive patterns. You're alleviating your depression and your lack of satisfaction with drugs or alcohol. Is there any way that you can get holistic prescriptions? Is there any way that you can get something? Soursop. Try soursop. Instead of drinking alcohol, put soursop in your orange juice, and it will help with your digestive issues, and it will help as an anti-agent. And soursop is also an anti-parasitic and will help you with the alcohol entities and the food, parasite, worm, shaitan entities that I void and rebuke and reject. Your gut health. If you improve your gut health, you will improve how you feel. And you feel like crap because you're not eating right. A lot of people are called fat, right? Oh, you're fat. You hear that all the time. But we're not really fat or obese. It is emotions and pain and trauma that is stored in the gut that causes the inflammation, as well as allergies that are not really about gluten. Some people think that they're gluten intolerant, but they're just allergic to the poison that their country is putting into the food as an additive. It's genetically modified, created in a lab. You go to a different country that doesn't put those additives in there, and all of a sudden you're not allergic anymore. You are addicted to the relief and the release that you get from alcohol or a substance, but you are blind, absolutely blinded by the spiritual consequences of these patterns. You need to open your third eye to help you see the images that the paranormal activity that alcohol is creating in your life. And a big part of why so many people drink is because they cannot see the invisible demons. There are invisible demons that are translucent that I rebuke, avoid, and reject. And they go inside you when you drink. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you what not to do. Okay. You have your own inner knowing, and your inner knowing has been acting strangely. It's been doing something that it hasn't really been doing before. It's becoming more obvious. That's why you feel guilt and shame and restlessness in the middle of the night. Do you know where Source lives? Source God, the Lord, Great Spirit, lives in our pineal gland. That is the throne of the Lord. And it is up to the Lord whether or not you deserve melatonin and whether or not you deserve to sleep peacefully. If you are not right with the Lord, if you're not on the right path, the Lord, the pineal gland, will not give you melatonin. And that's why you have insomnia or restlessness or just complete possession that happens when you're sleeping. When you drink, you're not really sleeping and resting, you're passed out. There's a difference. That's why the next day you feel like you did not sleep because you didn't. I'm not talking about people who don't have a problem. I'm going to be talking to different groups. These are collective readings. But for the ones who do have a problem, I should just stop. Let me just stop. Let me just stop. For the ones who do have a problem, you know who you are. You know, these addictions, oh my gosh, they're accepted by society. It's around all the time. You think it's okay. You're like, it's just a champagne of glass. Is it? Is it just a champagne of glass? I'm not talking about the ones who don't have a problem. There are some people that can have one single beverage for the whole day and then they're done for a month to years. I'm not talking about them. Okay, those are just the little micro sippers, whatever. I'm not really talking about them. I'm talking about the ones who take that sip because they're depressed. Once you're taking that sip because you're depressed, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. You know, and then we have the people who like to use it because they're celebrating, but then that celebration lasts 3 days to 3 weeks to 3 months. That's the other group, you know. What group was I? I was the functioning alcoholic. I used to go to work and drink at work before, during, and after. So, I would have alcohol for breakfast. Like a Bloody Mary to me was breakfast. And then I would go to work and I would be an amazing worker and I would drink at work as a bartender and then keep drinking after, go to sleep, do it again. And eventually it catches up to you. You know, your body is like, what the heck are you doing? So, why did I stop? It's a long story. This video is for you. I'm not going to talk about why I stopped. I'm just going to say that I became terrified of the thought that you could wake up and not know where you were, and not know what day it was, and not know what you did the past 3 days. So once I started figuring out that a possession was taking place, which they call like the blackout possession, there's a book about it. There's a book about how dangerous a person is who is experiencing a blackout and unaware of it. And they wrote a whole book about it. So I started seeing the pattern of how blackouts and possessions were basically mending. And I just became terrified of doing something crazy and not realizing that it was me doing it, you know, because it's not you doing it. It's an entity that takes over and is doing what they're doing to frame you, but you still have to pay the consequences. You know, if you go out and accidentally murder somebody, you can't tell the judge that it was an entity. It's not going to fly. You're still going to have to do the time. So that was just, one of my motivators was just like, I don't want to binge ever again because I don't ever want to experience not recalling the last 3 days. What an intro. If it doesn't apply to you, let it fly. What is out of balance for the roosters? We have the old woman sorceress. What is out of balance for the roosters is you're completely ignoring all of your omens. Like you're ignoring your inner knowing, you're ignoring your omens, you're ignoring superstitions, you're ignoring your dreams, you're ignoring the whole purpose of why you came into this lifetime, roosters. Your ancestors are in disbelief with you because you're acting too much like a rooster. You know how roosters go in a circle and they peck at the same spot over and over again? Your ancestors want to shake you and tell you you're not a rooster. Yeah, you're the year of the rooster, but you're not a rooster. Stop going around in circles, pecking the same circle. You've been doing this for years. For years. You've been going around in circles. This is your true soul. Your true soul and your true spirit is being capable of knowing all the answers. And it's like you're taking your vision, your inner knowing vision, and putting a blind over it and tying it up and living your life with blindfolds. It's like, why are you doing that? You're not giving yourself enough credit. Everyone that is around you is matching your vibration. So everyone around you is a drinker. Everyone around you is using. Everyone around you is doing what you're addicted to. So you think it's normal. In the coming days, you're going to have your guardians, your positive guardians, are going to become more aggressive with you. So don't come at me. Don't be like, oh, it's because I watched Shoshana and now I'm having nightmares. Don't blame me. I'm letting you know what's going to happen. My nose is running because it's so freaking cold. I need to get a tissue. I'm in sub-zero weather. We're in negative. We're in the negatives. I'm blasting the heater. Give me a second. All right, roosters. Wow. I'm going to try to go fast because I feel like I did so much ranting. Stop ignoring your intuition. The action that needs to be taken is the Mother Earth card. This is number 3 for those of you who are into numerology. It represents birth, it represents Maka, it represents Earth. The action that needs to be taken is you need to nurture your inner child. I want you to go through your drawer and get a picture of yourself when you were 4 years old. And I want you to put it somewhere where you look at it every day. Tape it to a mirror. Put it somewhere where you look at it every day for a week at least. For those of you who want to know how long, for about a week. And this is a picture of you when you were 4. If you were the mother of yourself. Imagine you're four. Imagine you separate yourself into two. Take a piece off. That piece is 4 years old. And then the second piece that you took off is the mother. Would you want for yourself what you've done? Would you wish that upon yourself if you were your own mother? Would you want that for your daughter? Would you want that for your son? That lifestyle, that way of thinking, settling for less. You settle for friendships that are limiting. The tool that you are being reminded that you have to help you sustain this alignment is source. The great spirit is here for you. You ignore God all the time. God whispers. This is the career oracle deck. You need to cut ties. This coming year, roosters, you may need to leave your current position and look for something better. Ending a job doesn't mean burning bridges. Go with grace. Roosters, for this coming year, I want you to stop settling for less. It's not about settling for less than you deserve. It's not about that. It's about not settling for less than you were made to live. You were made, the rooster was made to create something so big out of something so little. And there's a symbol with the rooster feeding on the seed is symbolic. And you've lived your entire life putting your precious seed into concrete. And this year that is coming, I want you to put your seed in soil and allow source to help you grow it the way it was always meant to grow. Be open and be flexible about how and where you do this, both physically and spiritually. And last but not least, we have trapped. You feel stuck in your current situation, but you do have options. Look for another job while keeping the one you have now. Thank you so much for watching, Roosters. Till next time. Bye.